Can you tell us, Dr. Williams, your second MS doctor, can you tell us about some of his advice for you?
When I was in for physical therapy, one of the main things that Dr. Williams told me about the success of the physical therapy was that you have to keep moving, or you're not going to be able to move. And he pretty much talked about that almost every time that I saw him. He wanted to know how much exercise that I did, how much fun, how active I was. It's very important to stay active with this disease, because the more active you are, the more active you're going to be able to be later in your life.
So you made a point to be active.
I did. As a matter of fact, after I was done with the physical therapy, I joined a lot of classes at the gym, and I got super fit, and I've tried to stay super fit my whole life since I've been diagnosed. And that was one of the problems with the Dietary and the depression, is that it made it so hard to be motivated to move. And so I went through waves of being fit and motivated, and then the depression would come, and then I would crawl back into myself and not feel like I was able to be active and social, and that's really not good. To be closed off and depressed and it's just not good. It's sad.
Can we talk about your early days of diagnosis and your diet? What were you eating in 2000?
I was I can't say I was eating your standard American diet, because I had been eating a pretty good diet. My husband raced motocross. I don't know if he was hill climbing yet, but he's an athlete, and he was always trying to keep fit and train to be a motorcycle racer. And so, whatever he ate is what everybody ate. And I cooked, so I'm not going to cook 5 things for different people, so everybody in our household ate. We were all training. And so we ate pretty well, a good balanced diet, not too much processed foods, lots of fruits and vegetables, and a lot of pasta when he was gonna go racing.
How about red meat? How was your palate for red meat, being a Montana girl?
Steak a day. I loved meat. When I was raised eating wild game, because we didn't have very much money when I was growing up, and so we ate a lot of deer meat and wild game. So when I grew up, I didn't ever want to eat wild game because I didn't have to, but I loved beef, and that's what I wanted to eat, and I loved steak, and that's what I served my family a lot, steak, hamburger,
So basically that's still a standard American diet, but without near as much processing.
Yeah.
And a lot more fresh vegetables.
And no fast food. If we ate fast food, it would be very rare. Very rare. Our kids weren't fast food junkies. They loved fast food when we were somewhere where they had fast food, but we didn't have fast food where we lived, and it didn't feel good when we ate it, and so we just didn't eat it often at all.
Can you tell us about the year 2013, this spring, when you changed your diet up a little bit? What led to that?
Well, I was kind of depressed, although I'm not on, although I wasn't on Avonex anymore that caused such severe depression. I still went through waves of depression and fought with depression a little bit, and I wasn't happy with myself. I wasn't being very fit or very active, and a family member posted a link on Facebook to the movie Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead, and I watched it, and it made a lot of sense to me that this man was curing, or not curing, he was helping his body heal itself from an autoimmune disease by giving it proper nutrition. And I thought that made a lot of sense to me, and it gave me a lot of hope that I wasn't going to be burdened by this my whole life. If he could do this and help his body heal itself, I could probably do that too. And we had started becoming more active because we were going to go to Hawaii, and I didn't want to look like a blob in a bikini, so I really was trying to be more fit. When we came home from Hawaii, I bought a juicer, and I decided to do a 3-day juice fast, and that was really a good thing. I didn't lose a lot of weight when I did it. I wasn't out to lose a lot of weight. I wanted to be more fit, and I wanted to feel good, and I didn't want to be on medication for the rest of my life. So after I started the juice fast and got through that, I talked to the nurse practitioner in the MS center. I talked to her about what I was doing, and that I wanted to get off of the medication that I was on. To my surprise, she was really open to that and said that she had seen people do this before successfully, and that she would be willing to help me wean off of this medication. So I did that. It took about 4 months, I think, 4 or 5 months to wean off of the medication. I was off of the medication. I think June was the last month that I actually had an infusion. So